friends. Thank you very much for joining me here on the Aswa Radio Network, Ivana Psychic Radio, and Moonstruck TV. And as I'm coming to you live here, I am desperately thinking of a song. I think it's a heavy metal, this little homework. My homework for today to figure out some heavy metal song by the end of my show. So I'm trembling like a leaf here and hoping the best that something, the spirit consciousness, the God is going to give me the inspiration, maybe some ECDC or something. We will have something. So here we go. So my lovely friends, good to be back and good to be here with you, whether you are listening, watching, whether you are here live or on replay on any of the channels or any of the podcasts or any of the spaces, any places you can find me, this show, or you can find any of the shows here on the Aswa Radio Network, even our Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. I am your show host, Zsuzsanna Medium, and I know I haven't been here for a week or a two or a three. So I had a little trip around the spiritual realms and the business realms and meeting and greeting people and chatting to people and chatting and observing life and observing how everybody is creating their own reality. So that has been very interesting for me. And I also have taken a 7-day energy activation seminar, a series of seminars with Lenka Lutonska here in the UK. So that has been very, very interesting. And you see, when we feel that, oh, we have forgotten about one area of our lives, the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, or social, or any kind of area in our life, then that is where spirit is showing us what we need to deal with and what is the space where we need to go and be quiet and feel the space. So I tell you what, that has been a roller coaster for me the last couple of days, just to having experiencing that reality. But then, to be honest, I do not mind, because that is how we are making everything really, really real. And you know this very well when I'm talking to you here. I always love talking about or bringing examples from this realm, from my life and to your life. So this is how we are relating to each other. You know, everybody has the same stories and the same challenges, and we are here to love, and we are here to bring the frequency, raising the frequency by all means. So here we go. This show is coming to nearly to the 100th episode. So I'm very, very excited about this. And it's very, very fascinating to be here and being able to talk to you. And then if you feel that, if you have missed any of these shows or any of the other fellow spiritual helpers or healers or presenters show, go to the main page, asquaradio.com, and check out the archive section, and you can listen to all of the conversations, because there have been some really, really beautiful, outstanding, heartwarming, empowering, uplifting conversations. And then I feel that is really the space for all of you to listen to and tune into. And I tell you what, just a short story before I take my caller here. I remember about 2 years ago when the whole pandemic, that story began, that reality began. I remember one morning waking up about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock here in the UK. And I said to myself, okay, let's just listen to this radio, who is on Wednesday or Thursday morning here in the UK. Thursday morning might be actually Friday morning for us here in the UK, the Thursday evening sessions. And I remember listening to one particular conversation, and that conversation was about not being fearful and not being afraid. And I said to myself, oh my goodness me, that's why I needed to wake up at that very moment to tune into the radio and listen to it and catch that one particular show and one particular conversation. So do the same. If you feel that you need some upliftment and some encouragement, conversation, just tune in, check out the archives. Everybody's talking about what they are passionate about and what we are passionate about. And it's just so beautiful, even for myself when I'm listening to the others' conversations, because everybody is so very passionate about their own skill set and own passion and own mission. So tune in and come on board. Come on board. But if you are interested in my private conversation, my own conversation, go to my website. I always forget to say this, so I'm just going to tell you now. And then go to my website, zsuzannamedium.com, always 9 letters, ZSUZSENNA medium.com. And if you scroll down at the bottom of my page, you can find a free downloadable resource for you, my 7-day psychic challenge, which you can use, and you can tune into your own intuitive and mindfully practical intuitive and psychic abilities. So that's available for you, and go and check that one out. So that's there for you available. So here we go. I'm going to talk to you, one of your lovely ones. Oh, Chattanooga. Morgan from Chattanooga, Tennessee is here. So Morgan, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well.
I'm very well, thank you. Good to have you here. And as I was reading Chattanooga Choo Choo, so I was like, oh, the music is coming to my coming to my mind here. So how can I help you? Good to have you here.
Oh, thank you for having me. Yeah, this would be one of my first times ever doing anything like this, but at this moment in time, I feel like I would very much benefit from advice or counseling. And my biggest thing I would say is my biggest question would be, I suppose, how to really dive deep and decide, and maybe not even just decide, but just give it to the universe and figure out what my internal needs and wants would be. And my difficulty is, life and family and just everything around can kind of cause a fogginess into really understanding what actions to take that would better benefit myself. Yeah, it's kind of hard to put it into words too, though.
Yes, yes. So what you are saying is that you would like to tap into the courage in your heart. And why, we can
Yeah,
take life. Yes, we can take life in two different ways. One of them is when we feel that we are flowing and or life is taking us and we are just going with the flow, and we feel that we might not be in charge or we might not know which direction we are going, and we are just being in the middle of it, and not that we are hoping that everything turns out beautifully, but we are just going and flowing. But then there is another way when, while I was listening to you, this is what, even physically, I was feeling I needed to pull myself back a little bit, just a little bit, because the energy was suggesting take a step back. And that is the other way when you are observing life happening and life taking its own journey and showing you various things. And, that is a moment when we can step into it and just going with it, or we pause a little bit and observe and look around. And from that space, before we take any action, we are just feeling the space, which is the direction I need to go to. There is a way, it's very, very subtle energy when we feel that I am here. We can be that person who's very much helping and very much there for everybody. And we feel it's so very easy to feel that our life is about the other people and helping other people and being there for everybody. And in that sense, we might not really know who we are. And we could say, yes, it's very important to help the others, but then where is my sense? Where is my mission? What is my life, or what is my energy about? What I feel with your energy here, Morgan, is that again, yes, taking yourself out of your current situation just energetically and observing what is happening, knowing that you are the one who is making the first choice. It's very easy to let other people making choices for us, or showing us things, or telling us, or giving us so many suggestions, and sharing their insights. So by the end of the day, we might not know what is really important because we have listened to so many people. Your job is to
Yeah.
acknowledge that that is the contribution from everybody and everything, and life has shown that. But then you take back and then take a very comfortable big breath and then feel into what is really important for me. Because what I feel like in your current life, if you look back 2 or 3, not just weeks, 2 or 3 months ago, what was the decision you have made? It hasn't really manifested itself, and you still have the choice to change and alter that situation. But what Spirit says, that use that opportunity within your family life, that I'm taking my step back, I'm taking a breath, and just really, okay, I do not need to wait for the others to tell me what I need to do, and just very gently pause and listen to your heart, because you might feel, you will be actually surprised what your heart energy is going to show you and tell you. And in that sense,
I
the
think
action
that's
you
where
are
I'm
taking.
having a lot of it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just gonna say that's kind of where I've had my setback. Is I feel like I have been working on this for a while, trying to step back and really try and listen to my heart. And then,
Yes.
It's a little confusing if it's really your heart that is speaking, like, and I feel things that
Yes.
seem intuitive,
Yes.
and that seem, like I'm feeling it from my gut.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I'll tell you what, Morgan, because we've got 30 seconds. What I can suggest here is the trust energy. When we question things, we will have another answer coming to us, and question things, and then another answer comes. Your job is not even questioning, so forgetting about the mind conversation, and then just allowing, because when you have something coming to you from your heart so outstandingly, so unusually, something what you have never experienced, that is the answer what you need to know, and what you need to experience. So I hope I could help you. Feel free to send me an email to hello@zsuzsannamedium.com. And thanks very much for calling in. And the rest of you lovely friends and listeners, tune in 7 days time, and I'm going to be back. And thank you very much. Thanks. Bye.